What's up, y'all? It's your girl, and today we need to talk about something that's been sitting in the back of my mind for a minute. Because when it comes to sisters and Fatima, I'm starting to notice a pattern, and I got questions. Was it written somewhere in Karen's contract that Fatima couldn't put hands on her? Because the way things have gone down over the years, you would think at least one scene would have gone there. And now I'm wondering, if that's the case for Karen, does that same protection apply to Cheyenne? Or would things have looked completely different? Let's get into it. Is it in the contract, Karen versus Fatima? But what about Cheyenne? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, and we have got to talk about this because something is not adding up on sisters. And it's fine spin-off cousin Fatima. Now listen, I think it was written somewhere in Karen's contract that she could not get slapped. I said what I said because how it is that Fatima missed our pull-up and stand on business, has had all this smoke for years, but never once actually put hands on Karen. Let's rewind. Fatima is not scary. We've seen her energy. We've seen her mouth. We've seen her posture. The girl does not back down. So you're telling me that with all the back and forth, the hospital drama, the pregnancy drama, that tug of war, she just chose peace every time? Now I'm not saying Karen is protected, but what I'm saying, the way those scenes are choreographed, the tension be at 100, and then suddenly it's just words, always words. And that's interesting because if we know anything about Fatima, when she's pushed, she responds. So that brings me to my real question. Is it in Cheyenne's contract? Because Cheyenne came in with energy, bold, direct, not intimidating. And if you remember how she stepped into situations, she was not shrinking. She wasn't Karen soft. She was more I'll match your tone type of energy. And I just wonder if Fatima ever felt truly threatened, not romantically, but respect-wise, would Cheyenne have been the one to test that clause? Let's talk about it. Karen and Fatima's beef has always been emotional. It's history. It's Zach. It's pride. It's motherhood. It's territory. But Cheyenne, that felt different. That felt like two alpha women in the same room. And y'all know how Tyler writes his women on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Strong, outspoken, layered, and sometimes petty in the best ways. So imagine a full-on Fatima versus Cheyenne moment where neither backs down. Would production let it go there? Or is there a quiet, no physical altercation rule for certain characters? Because let's be real, if there ever was a time for Fatima to lose her cool physically, it would have been during the height of Karen's pregnancy drama, but it never happened. Never a shove, not even a water toss, nothing. And that's why I'm side-eyeing the paperwork. Now, I'm not saying actresses have clauses like that, but in TV land, contracts can be very specific. Some actors negotiate how their character is portrayed. Some negotiate fight scenes. Some negotiate image protection. So could it be that Karen's character is written to never be physically overpowered by Fatima? And if that's the case, would Cheyenne be fair game? Because Cheyenne's vibe was less victim energy and more I'll stand toe-to-toe with you. And low-key, that would have been a scene. But here's the deeper layer. Maybe the reason Fatima never put hands on Karen isn't contractual. Maybe it's growth. Maybe it's resentment. Maybe it's because Fatima knew that once you cross that line, you can't uncross it, especially when a child is involved. And that's what makes this dynamic so layered. It's not just about two women fighting over a man. It's about ego, evolution, and maturity. But still, your girl can't help but wonder what would have happened if Cheyenne stayed longer. Would she have been the one to push Fatima to that? Or would the writers always stop it at verbal sparring? Y'all tell me, do you think Karen had a no-slap clause? And if Cheyenne had stayed around longer, would it have gone left? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this right here is the kind of behind-the-scenes speculations I live for. It's your girl, and I'll see you on the next TV Talks, because when it comes to sisters and Fatima, we read between the lines over here. Bye.